Is this better with the light not in our eyes?
Yes. I remember last time I was like, oh my god.
I can't believe I do that with like. I'm gonna go blind one of these days. This is the outtakes. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Halloween Spooktackular for 2022. Today we're going to be talking about an all-time classic, this man's favorite movie of all time.
It's up there. It's definitely up there.
I think it's your favorite movie of all time. The way you talk about it. You talk about this series like I talk about James Bond.
It's definitely a favorite of mine, for sure.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about 1984's Ghostbusters! Yep. I didn't see this movie for the first time until about high school. I think I was like a sophomore.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. It's a crime against cinema, I know. I think I was about a sophomore or a junior. I think it was my junior year.
Wow.
And I just remember thinking, like, what the hell is I missing out on this whole time? Yep. So this is an all-time classic. I mean, Ghostbusters, it's funny, it's scary, but it's so good. What are your thoughts on Ghostbusters?
I mean, I love this movie. First time I watched it, I was probably 4 years old. My older brother was a huge fan of this movie. This and the second one. And for a long time, I was scared of this movie as a kid growing up. But I didn't even, consider it a comedy. I didn't think it was funny. I just thought it was scary. And
You were 4 years old.
Yeah. But as I've grown up, it's become a favorite of mine. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It's so good. Just the mix of, it's not a straight-up comedy.
No.
It's like an adventure movie with comedic elements.
Well, that's what I love about it. Like, the comedy is just so subtle.
Yep.
Like, you feel like you're watching, like, a supernatural... You feel like you're watching, like, an actual ghost story.
Right.
I guess. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But, like, the thing that makes it, feel more real is the fact that they are, like, cracking jokes. Like, they're afraid.
Yeah.
But, like, they're also making light of the situation as well.
Yep.
Which is what I love about Ghostbusters and something I don't love about 2016.
You haven't even watched it yet.
I act like I do.
He's going to this marathon.
Yes.
Yeah, the humor comes from just the character interactions. It comes from just a natural place of, Egon is the smart one. Like, they're all smart, but Egon's, the really nerdy one.
Yeah.
You got Ray as the heart and, the childlike enthusiasm. I love, there are different reactions to buying the firehouse. It's Egon's this building should be condemned, and then Ray comes out, this place is great, I'll go get my stuff. It's so good. Just the different character interactions is what makes the movies.
Right.
That core group of characters played by comedic legends,
right?
Like Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd,
who don't rely on slapstick.
No, there isn't I'm gonna I got hit in the face by a ghost.
Right.
It's even when he gets slimed, the joke is
the thing is too is you don't even see them get slimed.
Yeah. It's not like you watch him get slimed and don't flip.
Even at the end, this is going to contain spoilers if you haven't seen Ghostbusters. If you haven't, you're a moron. But even at the end where it's they take on the Stay Puft Marshmallow guy. It's yeah, sure, he explodes, but they don't make a huge joke out of them getting covered in marshmallow goo.
No, it's just Walter Peck gets
dickless over there.
Yeah. But the rest of them, they're just covered in it, and I don't know, it's just an understated comedy movie where it's quiet. It's not a loud comedy movie. It's just these funny little lines. Even hey, listen, smell that? That's
the only scene that I really think is actually intentionally played for comedy is the beginning with the electric shock therapy.
Right. Well, I mean, a lot of it's definitely played to the comedy.
Yeah.
But they don't draw attention to it. It's just there.
I think that scene does only because he's fucking with the guy.
Right.
You know? but I could tolerate that though. It's only one scene. It's not they do it for the whole movie. And that scene luckily works because it is funny. You know,
what I really love about the first Ghostbusters is it's really a movie about starting your own business.
Yeah,
and the growing
achieve your dreams, people.
The growing tension as the movie goes between starts off as just we're gonna start this business, we're gonna try to catch a ghost. Going from them running around the Centric Hotel trying to catch Slimer to eventually within the span of the movie, they're fighting a literal god.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, it's such an interesting ramp up of
Next time somebody asks if you're God, you say yes.
Yeah, it's classic. But just like the quiet moments I love in this movie
Yeah.
where you feel dread. Like one of my favorite scenes is Ray and Winston driving in the car and just contemplating like, what if the reason there's so many ghosts is because like Judgment Day is here, like the apocalypse is about to happen.
Yeah.
Like that's like it like really is unsettling, that scene. It's
Yeah,
dark and like they're just chilling in the car.
Yeah, it really like it kind of has like these morbid themes to it too that you don't really expect. It's just it's like yeah, like what happens like if this is like ghosts like and spirits like coming back from the dead like this like what's predicted in, you know, not to get too biblical, but like what's predicted in the Bible where it's like, oh, like everybody's gonna come back at the end, you know, and all that.
I just love that little joke on the magazine where it's like, do ghosts have rights? That's like it's so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just this movie too is like super quotable. Like there's so many
Turn me on.
So many classic lines from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Like dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria. Like just so many like great little quotes back off, man. Yeah, I'm a scientist. Like it's just a great movie. It's a classic film.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Definitely think it's the best of this franchise.
Like, for sure.
It's one of those where you can't really top it. It's like lightning struck, and as close as good as some of the sequels are, and as much as I enjoy them, I never expect a new Ghostbusters movie
to be as good
ever be as good as this. Right. I just don't think it's possible.
No,
like the other one, some of them try to like recapture that magic, and you get kind of close sometimes, but you never quite get this like perfect. Bless you. Thank you. Yeah, you never get this perfect like mix of everything all together. It's just it just felt like that this movie was made at this time by the perfect people. Like Harold Ramis, Dan Aykroyd wrote this. Dan Aykroyd's whole family is like used to be like ghost like believers and like psychics. Yeah, it's like something that's like very.
You're saying they're Ed and Lorraine Warren?
It's like very personal to him, and like he wrote an outlandish version of it, and then Harold Ramis kind of helped rein him in, Ivan Reitman, and they made this fantastic film.
It's an all-time classic. It's funny, it's scary, but it's also very heartwarming, I think, too. Yeah. At the same time, it just and like you said, like it's like how to like start a business. So if any entrepreneurs out there, watch Ghostbusters. You'll learn how to start a business.
Yeah, just take out a third mortgage to contain a whole bunch of ghosts inside of a.
Well, you'll have a 92% interest rate.
Yeah. Yeah, but great movie, classic movie. Yeah, definitely. So we're marathoning all the 4 Ghostbusters movies today.
We are
today for Spooktackular.
We are.
Alex has never seen Answer the Call.
I act like I have, but I haven't.
Yep.
I've also already reviewed Afterlife, but might do like updated thoughts on Afterlife. So I want this man's opinion on that too. So, all right. So that's our review for Ghostbusters. What are you gonna give it? A+?
A+, 5 out of 5. It's
11
amazing.
out of 10.
It's amazing.
Yep, I'm with you. A+. Popcorn heaven, my highest rating, 10 out of 10. You know, whatever the highest on the Richter scale is, you know, that's what it is. So yeah, Ghostbusters from 1984. Have you guys seen it? If you haven't, watch it. It's amazing.
We're ready to believe you. Nice.
Yeah. You guys can find me. That's okay. You guys can find me on my official website, alexmaddenmovies.mystrikingly.com. All my social media links are there. Pat, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at thisPatGuy, and also my YouTube channel, Agamotto, which right now is just a couple anime discussions, but I'm actually going to be doing a Ghostbusters video essay. So go there if you want to hear more.
This man loves Ghostbusters as much as I love James Bond. It's
amazing. Ghostbusters.
It's amazing. Don't you just love how we both love like 2 different franchises that like aren't like the most popular?
Sure, yeah, they're not the most popular, and they've been around for a long time.
Yeah, I love it. All right, guys, we'll see you soon. Bye bye.